Well, hello, guys and girls, you beautiful people of this lovely rotating oblate spheroid. Good day to you all. I hope you're enjoying it. Such a beautiful, beautiful day. I have got probably my funniest ever episode to come. I was in tears, basically. It's a bit of shed rage. This is Del addressing my video of the 5 points that destroyed Flat Earth. It is hilarious. I'm still a bit red now from just doing a reaction to it. I can't wait for you guys to see this. On with the show. And with massive, massive respect to all my patrons helping the channel grow, I thank you so much. On with the show.
What you're given, that's how we live it. Don't be mad at the system, it's simply how we've existed. I hear a lot of people talking like they politicians and choose to be an accountant because it's safe.
Just a quick little introduction. It's 26 minutes, the actual, my reaction to Del's reaction. So I'm going to keep this brief. Let's do this. No!
A stooge, kidding on he was a fucking flat earther, and then done the big U-turn, but through the U-turn said that he doesn't have a clue, doesn't understand anything, but all of a sudden he's a globe expert now, and we're about to witness his globular expertise. One of the most dumb motherfuckers, but this is the influence that these conspiracy cats and the likes have on these gullible morons. This wee guy here is just a lackey, right? He's just a wee fucking sniffer, you know, that props up the others. He gets thirds and fourths, you know, on the feast. You can have a wee bit, son. There you go. Just have a wee nibble. But he represents the whole cult, and he represents the rest of the online gimps, because this is all their best stuffs. So let's have a wee look.
I triple dare you to watch this video.
Triple dared me? It's triple dared these people? Oh no! Aren't we fucking brave?
You took the bait, Del.
Quadruple dare you to comment and come back.
What does that
do this?
What does a quadruple dare mean? Do you know what I mean? A dare's a dare. I mean, when you go to add all this, like it's these people that say, oh, 200%. What? Triple dares and quadruple.
You're probably someone that doesn't think you can get more than 100%, aren't you, Del?
Dares, no that.
Massive respect to all my patrons.
Shut up, Roy, mate, you're fun.
Watch and ignore. So, I thought I would come up with a video, and this will now be the video that I share to reality deniers.
This is how deluded he is. This is the influence that these monks have on these bewildered, creepy weirdos. Right? He's got so much conviction in his fucking pseudoscience that he thinks it actually means something. It's all being rumbled, wee sacks. It's all being found out. Right? People like you are going to be outed. And you've got to live amongst people. You're no rich. Right? You've not got any escape plan. You're going to be left to deal with the masses. You know?
I will not be engaging in just thread after thread after thread. It is a waste of my time. I want to put my time towards making good videos.
But yeah, he comes here with multiple sock accounts, spamming the chats and spamming the comment section. You know?
No, I don't, Del. I have one YouTube account. All those other people that come onto your channel are real people. Sock accounts. I bet you've got about 20.
Those with good proofs within them. So, proof of curvature.
Proofs within them. I challenge you, sonny boy, to partake in the tests for...
Soy boy. You really have got something against homosexuals, haven't you, Del? That's very, very telling. There's nothing wrong with being homosexual. Just shows what type of character you are.
Following the scientific method, you know, you can have a look at my first in the series, which was based on water, where we have a look at the natural world, how things behave in the natural world, make some predictions about what we observe or what we think we observe, put it to the test, and then come up with the conclusions, the results at the end. So why don't you, here's a challenge for you, partake in actual physical tests and see if you can refute my findings. This is what it should be about. No tit for tat name calling on YouTube, although I'm going to call you names because you're a fucking gimpy moron.
Proof of rotation, it's here. Proof of gravity, it's here.
Proof of rotation, proof of gravity, it's here. Big fucking statements, can't wait. Cannot wait.
Can't wait to
Everything
not
that can
deny them.
destroy the fantasy of a flat earth in one video. So I would dare you to come and dispute what you see in this video. I just dare you to do it.
Well, we're here. Shut
I
up.
really
Go in.
want a response from flat earthers, because the only thing I ever get is abuse.
You deserve
You're
abuse.
not truth seekers, you are truth deniers.
No, that's a reverse. This is what they always do. They always try and reverse everything. You deserve abuse, son. You're a liar.
You have your head so far up your own that you cannot even see anymore. So
Your head would slip up yours easy peasy, because you've got any elasticity left in that hoop of yours, son. You could ram your head up there and pull it in and out, no bother. No friction whatsoever.
this is the video, guys. I hope that you enjoy.
Have you ever heard of attack the argument, not the person?
Sorry about my messed up look at the minute. This is my lockdown look. And I still unfortunately have not
God,
looked back
mate,
to see who the
for
winner
fuck's
of the STST t-shirt. They're either proofs or things that I'll love it. Number one, things flat earthers have to ignore.
The way Dell just skips over these now is brilliant. I won't need to try and debunk what he says because it is a load of nonsense. If you're a flat earther, please just use a little bit of discernment. Who's the one attacking? Who's the one swearing? Yes, I'm having a laugh, but it's because it's just hilarious how this man thinks that he is more intelligent than millions upon millions of people on this planet when he's just not, and it is hilarious. I need to ask you, as a flat earther, there's millions of physicists, astronomers working independently. What is that on my face? Bit of light. Are they all lying? Are they all too stupid to work this out? It's neither of those.
To uphold their
Oh, here we go. We've got a plastic toy with, star charts plastered on them, because Sack Sniffer here fails to understand and comprehend what the celestial sphere is as a navigation tool. He doesn't understand that
Celestial sphere. Sphere, Dell.
it's not an actual representation of the actual way that it is. It's based on human perception. Okay? That's what the celestial sphere is. It does not make claim, nor does it define what the earth is. We stand
Of course it doesn't make claim. The globe can't talk.
upon. It's a tool based on human perception, that being our vision. Now, anywhere you move, you would be on a plane, flat plane, inside this sphere, right at the centre of it. And you wouldn't be seeing 360, the whole fucking shebang. That's not how it works. Go and look at an astrolabe. Another planar tool that people like him leave out. Let's hear what he's going to say.
fairytale belief systems. Star patterns in the northern hemisphere and the southern hemisphere. So
So again, You know, what people always have to keep in mind is the question is, what's the shape and the dimensions of the earth beneath our feet? Right? So just saying, you know, there's stars above you doesn't account, again, does not measure, nor does it define what the earth is beneath your feet. It's a total red herring fallacy, part of the sophistry, and I've highlighted this so many times. You don't look up at two-dimensional lights in the sky to try and define what's beneath.
Two-dimensional? Who said they were two-dimensional, Del? You can clearly see these are 3D objects in the sky, just as what is beneath our feet is a 3D object.
Your feet. Total lunacy, red herring, rubbish.
This is a globe. I hope you can see that. This here.
Note, again, we're talking about the scientific method, you know, applying it to claims. This isn't it. This is just interpretations, mathematical interpretations to fit presupposed modelling, right? Or interpreted and then later changed into another type of model, because that's what you can do with language. You can change things, you can mould them, you can bend them.
You can change words, Del, but you cannot change the physical shape of the planet with word salad. It's hilarious.
Into whatever you like, to suit whatever purpose you like. None of it defines anything.
The equator. Northern hemisphere, southern hemisphere. So basically, say I'm here, imagine the UK is here. I will only ever see these stars.
This is how stupid he is. This is how stupid he is.
I have no possibility ever in my location for seeing these stars here.
That's funny because people in this area can see Polaris.
Yes, in that area, above the northern hemisphere. Go below, you have no chance. You have just confirmed the globe, Del. You just debunked your whole 5 years spent dedicated to this nonsense. I thank you.
And stuff, so not the other. I mean, you don't even know what you're talking about, son. You better go in with something better.
Can you use your discernment and work out what's going on?
Aye, you're an incredulous fucking creepy weirdo moron that doesn't have a fucking rat's ass clue about what you're talking about.
The way that would be possible. Imagine this is your flat earth.
Imagine this is your flat earth, draws a circle on a fucking sphere.
Ah, this is brilliant.
North Pole in the middle.
This is what I'm saying, here we go with the straw man nonsense. This is it, cherry picking, opting for straw. He's got a red herring fallacy that he's now trying to superimpose over the top of a straw man fallacy. And, you know, again, 2 + 2 = 5.
So because I've drawn the dimensions of a flat planet onto a globe, because it looks circular, this is a double fallacy. You worry too much about what words mean, Del, and not what science means.
And then, oh, this is going to look a bit rude. And then that's the equator. Someone here sees the same stars as someone there, but the person here sees completely different stars. How does this person here see the same stars as this person here?
The question you should be asking yourself, son, is what the fuck has this got to do with the shape of the earth?
Everything.
All these things.
Chop, chop.
It worked.
Next. Next.
Oh,
Next, because he'd obviously pre-watched this and realised that I probably did say something that was quite destroying to the flat planet. So yeah, cheers for skipping past that bit, Del.
And
next. Oh, here we go.
Uphold their fairy tale pseudoscience.
This is the other weapon of illiterate. Oh, she stuff. I took a picture, and this is me quantifying my claims. These is my measurements, photographs.
Beliefs. This here is the Bonneville Salt Flats, often bandied around by the high priests of flat Earth.
That's really sad and pathetic. Honestly, I'm losing the will to live. I feel sorry for this boy. I certainly.
Are you pissed off because I'm using your own words against you, Del? I am studying the way you manipulate your followers and using your own words and techniques against you, and it has made you so riled that you've had to make this video. I find it hilarious.
Because he's totally fucking useless and just getting set up for a great big fall.
Oh, salt flats, flat Earth. Do you honestly think if people were trying to hide the shape of the planet from being flat, that they would start using the word flat anywhere? Flat
Common sense
means there's no mountains.
Smooth. That's right. Usually the idiotic globetards come and say, oh, it's no flat because it's mountains. As if they really think that that's what people are claiming, that there's no undulations to the topography. The Earth's level, demonstrably level, right? No deviation.
You should check out the topography of flat Kansas, Del, and see how curved that is.
Elevation from a given point to any other point, if we're talking about water as the measure of level. But aye, there's mountains, there's low points, but this is another thing that they fail to understand. You know, whether they want to invoke Newtonian or Einsteinian, usually they're talking Newtonian because that's the bollocks that gets bandied about. They'll say mass attracts mass, it's a greater mass, it's got more gravity. While at the same time they're standing watching water running off. The more mass into a region where there's less mass.
What? Del, man, come on. You are joking. The Earth will have more mass than that mountain, wouldn't it? You, oh man, you... Del boy.
In this little bit here, these are salt flats. This would have been the bottom of a large lake at some point. So this is both confirmation that
Again, this was a large lake at some point because the gravity in the mountains wasn't hold strong enough, because the area of less mass overcame the area of more mass so that the water could go to it or something. Reasons.
curvature of Earth, which we can see here. You can see
Curvature of Earth in a picture at that altitude. Right, next. Embarrassing. Seriously embarrassing.
No, it's not, Del. It just depends on the angle that you're viewing things from. If you were like straight in the middle of those two lines there, you're not going to notice the curvature so much, but because it is slightly to the side, you can see it perfectly. It's a well-established thing.
water also. On to the next. Number 3.
What did I say about water there, sorry?
The water would have followed that curve perfectly, being pulled down.
There we go. There's a statement. The water would have followed that curve perfectly, being pulled down. So first and foremost, he needs to demonstrate a pulling force. Secondly, he has to demonstrate by way of the scientific method where he's getting this imagination that he thinks that water has the capability to be curving over anything and displaying the curve upon the surface. What a complete and utter reality-denying idiot.
To the centre of gravity, centre of mass, proof of curved water also.
Word salad, religious drivel coming out your mouth so far, son. You're full of so many assumptions that you don't have anything. You can't tell one assumption from the other.
Number 3. Things flat earthers have to ignore or deny to keep up the belief of a fairy.
Yes, the moon makes a big bulge, an even bigger convexity on the body of water, and it'll still do that even if the moon's down here at the other side. Aye, it manages to get around here and inflict its pseudoscience invisible tentacles onto the water and winds it up.
Fairytail flat planet. Tides are the rise and fall of sea levels caused by the combined effects of the gravitational forces exerted by the moon and the sun and the rotation.
Okay, gravitational forces, we're back to action at a distance. How does one body affect another body without mutual contact between the two by way of some sort of medium? Impossible. No such thing as pull.
What about magnets? They can be pulled or repelled to things. They're not touching, Del. Think.
Is not a force. It's a descriptor of one object coming closer to another object. The mechanisms to achieve motion require applied pressure. That means mutual contact between two things so that one presses on the other and makes it move.
Magnets.
That I will be highlighting when we put all these claims to the test and run it through the scientific method. But again, you don't have any of that. You regurgitate pseudoscience, hogwash, that's just wee bits of paper, making assertions about nonsensical forces and drivel.
Of Earth. Tide tables can be used for any given location to find the predicted times and amplitude. The sort of estuary near where I live, East Anglia.
I can just make stuff up. The reason the tide goes up is...
You do, Del. That is literally all you do. Oh!
Because the flying spaghetti alien monster that's so massive takes a bath a couple of times a day. And when he takes a bath out in the middle of the oceans, the water swells up at the edges where the lands are. And then once the spaghetti monster's finished washing his tentacles and his bits and bobs, he comes out the water and the water recedes back down again. And then he repeats that a few years later. Because he's a clean spaghetti monster. Likes to make sure his hygiene's up to scratch. He's following coronavirus rules. Right? I can make shite up all day and draw wee cartoons that just get as much relevance as your idiotic cartoons, son. Start providing actual tests. No regurgitating stories.
Between East Anglia and France, I believe, has one of the highest rises in sea levels.
That's because the spaghetti monster's closer to France.
12 metres difference daily.
Spaghetti monster prefers the French, likes snails and stuff.
The best
garlic.
Explanation I ever heard from a flat earther explaining the tides is the tides are the...
See, it's one of those explanations. He said, blah, 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 blah. Just ask questions, people. What relevance has tides got? How do tides define or give measurement of the earth? They bloody well don't.
Oh, you just don't get it, do you, Del? These things I'm explaining are impossible on a flat and motionless plane. That is what I'm suggesting. Tides are impossible on a flat and motionless plane.
Rise and fall of the bosom of the mighty deep. And that
was some talking about the spaghetti monster thing. No, what's that there?
Eric Dubay. Very highly scientific explanation.
They always try and pin this on a few different people. I heard them mention Eric Dubay. People have been talking about this stuff for fucking years and years and years. Hundreds of years. It's never went away. Right? But they try and accredit it and assign it to some modern day thing. As if it's just popped up out of nowhere. Again, lying misrepresentations of what the actual truth of the matter is.
Right.
What? I'm quoting Eric Dubay. Your God. Like, I'm just quoting a high flat earth priest.
You can see there in this wave that the water is curved. Water drop.
You can see here that the water is curved. The water's in motion. The water's being acted upon, right? Now we hear this. Once it conforms to forces acting upon it, start putting it in a test then. Start demonstrating all the different forces in the behaviour of water in proper scientific tests. Start producing them. Because my tests never showed that. My tests showed that...
Your test was a soccer ball, about 12 inches wide. You're talking about the scientific method, and you're comparing something to the size of the planet. Scientific method.
Water has no viscosity, it has no elasticity, it cannot conform to the exterior of shapes and objects, it cannot hold and display convexity upon its surface. It will move to the lowest point where it will fill up and it will form a free horizontal surface because that is the lowest potential energetic state for it to be in.
Yes, Del. But why do we then have tides? If water finds and seeks its own level, why do we have tides? You have not addressed this answer at all. You're attacking me and not the argument.
Any other state would require an immense amount of unknown, intangible energy, where it would have to inject some new property into the water, which would give it elasticity and viscosity, so that it could behave like a souffle. It's water, no a fucking souffle, no jelly.
Droplets love being with water droplets.
Water
They love
droplets?
sticking together.
What happens when the droplets collect together and start running
guys,
down
what's
land?
happening here is it taking...
What happens when water meets resistance of land and it comes into contact with land and it starts to flow and then it finds points where it can't flow anymore? What happens to it then? It doesn't form spheres. It takes the shape of whatever void it encounters and it's got a free horizontal planar surface on it. That's what it displays. That's what the tests show. I suggest that you start...
Why in that picture then is the water moving? You're not explaining it. All you're telling me is water is flat and seeks its own level. Why is there a wave?
Get through the scientific method and see what you can come up with.
Years after the great flood, for the water to find and seek its own level.
Blah blah blah, straw man.
I'm going to stop this now. I'm going to have to do it in 2 parts. I'll do the other bit in a couple of days. My mouth is actually hurting, my jaw. It's a good hurt, just through sheer laughter. But yeah. What do you think of that, guys? What did you think, guys and girls? It's brilliant. It's hilarious. This is what I'm aiming for, is to trigger these people. And I've done it. I triggered Del again. He took the bait, hook, line and sinker. Thank you so much if you have got to the end of that, guys and girls. I shall do the rest of the video depending on if you guys want me to. But I just think that was such a good laugh. I didn't really need to go into detail on where Del was wrong there. You know that. If you're a flat earther, please come to me. And we can have a discussion. No ad hom attacks. If you do, that shows me that you're not a real truth seeker. But yeah, thanks for coming to that. Keep safe, keep it global, and keep coming back.
What you're given, that's how we live it. Don't be mad at the system, it's simply how we've existed.